Hello, chat. Hello, hello, hello. Wait. Give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. Watch this. Here I am. Amazing. We are so back. We are so fun. We are so here. It has been. It has been such a long time since I last streamed that I almost forgot how to stream. It is amazing. It really is amazing to see that we are back after such a such an amazing pause. Hello, hello everybody. Hello, Mr. Vinya. Hello, World Watchers. Hello. Whoever decided to come today to our dear stream. Stream. I guess. Oh yeah. On the title it says not in the title. In the description that gave for the Twitter post, it said we're going to tackle basically some topics that we have left from yesterday and that I ended up ignoring or forgetting to talk about, so let me leave them once again in the chat. Yesterday late stream was kind of a thing, so I really wasn't focused on talking about those things, so to speak. So let me separate it this way. Okay, there it is. I think it should be better than before. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I kind of wanted to stream today, mostly at this time because it seems, well, it doesn't seem, it is Friday the 13th, so there will be a lot of people streaming later on, and I'm not doing anything special to say or to provide anybody with kind of a better content compared to anyone else, so I wouldn't think of myself as the first option for anybody. So yeah, it is only a chill stream today to fulfill the necessity of streaming and to also have a little bit more content up instead of not being present later on. I think I will anyways end up streaming at night, but I wouldn't know what the night topic will be. What I really know right now is that even after sleeping so much, I had to work out a little bit, so it means that I am already tired, and it is kind of it is a hassle. It really is kind of not a punishment, it literally is something that I decided myself, but it feels like, I will say it feels weird to know that even if I am working myself out, I still need to rest so much, or because I am working myself out, I need to rest so much compared to when I do not do anything physical activities related. But well, we're fine anyways. I guess when I end up streaming, well, when I end this streaming, I will go and take another tiny nap. Oh, hello, Mr. Saxter. Hello. I think I don't know if I already said it, but hello, Benjamin. I hope I said it before. I am sorry if I didn't. Also, I don't really know if it is that right now I am lacking sleep, or rather I am lacking at least two different things. I haven't eaten anything sweet, so that might be one reason. taking into account that my whole diet almost every day has sweet things in the mornings, and today, because I decided to sleep a little bit more, I didn't have anything. No, no runscape. I'm sorry. Literally no runscape. We are talking no runscape. But well, hello, Mister. Well, hello, Umbiscus. I don't know what you are, so hello, Umbiscus, as it is. Um, I got lost. Uh-huh. I might be lacking a little bit of sweets, or it might be a tiny possibility. I might be lacking some caffeine, coffee, energy, energy beverage. As even more taking into account, I am Argentinian and we have the lovely mate here. So the last time I drank one was yesterday morning. It had been a long time without me having any mate. But well, I don't know. It, whatever it is, I can patch it by taking a little nap. So we're fine. We're fine. But well. Mm. How is everybody? I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody have a great day so far. And as always, if anybody feels like they have a question for the potato, fire without a worry in the world. I will try to answer it however I can. And well, I do not really mention it. Mm, it is kind of obvious there, but just in case you have redeems for whatever kind of redeem option you want. There are like 4, so I don't know. You can think what you want to do with your reading points, your nature points. And right now, all I know is it is time for us to continue cultivating. And what the fuck was that? What? Okay, some people was running in the street, I guess. Oh man, no, let me go back to topic. Well, as I said, it is time for more cultivation. The next thing that we have to talk about was taking time for oneself. It was I can really say it. We were kind of joking around yesterday, so I didn't really fulfill the whole list of things to talk. Um, this and the other topic are about leftovers, so to speak, from what I didn't complete yesterday. Um, in this case, I the minimal preamble, so to speak, about what it means. It was basically the idea that we always need to have the possibility, or at least we need to understand why it would be important for anyone to take time for yeah, for ourselves, for whatever it is we are doing, for our projects, for our desires sometimes. And mostly, the most important part in general tends to be also to understand ourselves. A lot of times, I think at this point it is kind of an already established idea that I talk about. We tend to not really think about how we are doing things, why we are doing them, how it is that they affect us. So it really is important to have the possibility, at the very least, of taking taking some minutes. Eh, Sometimes it doesn't even need to be an hour or two. Some minutes. Think, stop, give us ourselves a pause to think about how are we doing, what we might be needing, how we could change things, and in general, I wouldn't say enjoy because not every time that we are working or thinking about ourselves we are enjoying it, but at least understand we need time to understand. Um, it yeah, the basic idea is that we need to find it, we need to create it, and we need to preserve it most importantly, because even if we have the possibility of creating those times, if we do not really try to go for them, so to speak, what is the real meaning behind it? What is the real meaning behind trying to have anything of importance if we are not going to work for it, so to speak? What will be the important, or what will be the real value that it has to be able to think about who we are doing, who we could try to change for the better if we are not really doing so, or if we are not even trying or thinking about what it could change in us, so to speak. But anyways, it at least it is important in the sense that it provides to us a kind of sense, a kind of knowledge, a kind of, yeah, another kind of things that we also talk about a lot. A kind of tool, basically. It is one of the many tools that we have. I and I would even say in this case, it it is a very broad definition to take time for ourselves. At the end of the day, we might even be doing so a lot of the times in general without even realizing, so to speak. Are we really needing to play a single player game? Are we really needing to watch another series that is completely comedy? Are we really needing to enjoy a book? Not if we can, because we have the possibility, but the real point if we have the necessity of doing so. The real point if we have the real obligation to do so, not the desire and the actual simple wish to do so. We have a lot of wishes. We are full of wishes in a sense. Whoever, I could even dare to say, whoever has no wishes is in a sense dead. Nobody here, yeah, nobody in general has no wishes, so to speak. So it is kind of nonsensical to think that we have no real wish for entertainment, no wish for the time of, or the kind of, yeah, the kind of simple amusement that it means, the normal things that we might consume. So yeah, it might be even unconsciously we are taking time for ourselves, so to speak. At the end of the day, for example, if you come from outside, you have been working all day, and you decide to, you go to your house, you dress in comfier clothes, and you decide to simply put the TV, watch whatever it is, watch the news, watch something simple, whatever you find. You don't really think, oh yeah, now that I arrived to my home after working, I will also try to learn anything. I will also dedicate my time to increase my capabilities to become a better artist, musician, or writer, carpenter, whatever it is. No, I instead arrive to my home and decide to eat something, start watching some TV, maybe. I wouldn't really want to say it in a bad way, so to speak. I don't mean it as a critique, so to speak. But even a lot of times, the action of, oh yeah, I will also watch some streams is a kind of entertainment that is time for ourselves, yeah, but what is it giving us in return? Because I would also say, for example, when you decide, not when you need to, when you decide to take drugs, you are also taking time for yourself. When you decide to take a pill, to smoke a joint, to drink some beers, to do any kind of drug, you are also taking time for yourself, so to speak. Because even if you don't need do not really understand what it means to take a drug on, or how it will specifically affect you that day, that moment, or that drug in specific, because you might have never did it before. You are already having a notion that it will affect you. You will therefore need to have at least some free time to not mess your whole life, so to speak. So it is kind of weird, so to speak. In everything that we tend to do, aside from our most important obligations, is a kind of time for ourselves. But the real important part is having the knowledge to differentiate between what kind of times and what kind of, yeah, in general, ideas we are deciding to allow in our minds. And I don't know, I wouldn't like to jump to another thought right now, so that's basically it. I think there is nothing else to say, trying to keep it shortly. So yeah, we're fine, we're fine. I think that's the end of it, basically. Trying to not be so harsh. I'm sorry if it was in any kind of sense. Water, water. Let me do a timestamp. Oh no, fucking god. Let me mute. Okay, okay. There it is. Uh, Let me now find the other list I have with the guide about this next topic, because in this case this one was a very heavy one. So I will need to find it. I have it over here. Okay, there it is. Well, in a sense they are kind of related, what I just told before and this. Yeah. They are basically very related. It was kind of an introduction to the next idea, because what the simple sentence of the inevitable depart from oneself tries to mean is that at, at a given point in life, everybody will have to deal with whoever they are, and they will also have to live or to forget about those things that, even if well, yeah, even if they were an, in a sense, kind of essential part of their persons, they they need not to leave it because they were bad, but to leave it because we might be more interested, or we might understand why it is more important to search for something better, at the very least. I wouldn't say more important, better. Things can be better without being more important in sometimes. So I think that is the correct definition this time. And why is it inevitable in this sense? Because it is kind of basic, so to speak. Whoever doesn't put any kind of time or thought behind changing whoever it is that they are living in the actual moment, in reality are only forcing for themselves a, a bad path, so to speak. You cannot enjoy or live a leisure life your whole life, so to speak. You have the possibility of doing so, yes, everybody has it, but you will also have to accept the fact that when you do so, you are forgetting, or you are leaving behind all the other things you might be enjoying every single day of your life. For example, reading books, You might be a person who really loves reading books, and if you decide to focus yourself on reading books and nothing else aside from the most basic kind of primal necessity, so to speak, go to the bathroom, eat, drink water, or drink whatever it is you want, you will end up bad. Why? It is a part of your life that you enjoy, yes, but is it giving you any kind of thing? The simple act of reading, we are not implying anything else in this example. The simple act of reading, so you can really say or really try to talk about it in a sense that you will, yeah, you will be enjoying your whole life. There are, given the limited lifespan that we have, there are, so to speak, an unlimited amount of books to read, yes, but even if there are, is there anything to gain from only reading, from not doing anything else? And if you never change whatever it is you are, and you decide to only be, yeah, that's that past and present shallow version of you, what is it that you are really obtaining? And what is it that you are really sacrificing for it? Because at the end of the day, everything is a sacrifice. Even right now, the act that you decided in this case to hear a simple potato talk to you was a sacrifice. You might as well have been watching a series, as the examples that I gave before, watching a series, watching the news, talking with some friends, enjoying some drugs even, I don't know what is it that you would have been doing instead of this, but in this case, you decided to watch me, and in this case, you consciously or unconsciously took in your hands the possibility of acting and decided to, oh yeah, you know what, I will do this specifically now instead of anything else. But that was only the bad part, because at the end of the day, as I said, whoever doesn't change who they are will receive that, so to speak. If you never change that you are only reading books, there is a limited amount of money for every kind of thing. There is a limited amount of food for you. There is a limited amount of time for you. If you don't even take time to have a basic vital amount of physical movement, there is a limited amount of health in you. Everything is limited, but that was the aspects that come when you do not confront who you are and you do not have that talk, so to speak, with who, whatever your ideas and your desires are, so to speak. Because when you do, it is the first word that needs to be said is that it is harsh. It really is harsh. At the end of the day, it really isn't enjoyable to face oneself and to say, I am lacking on any kind of sense. There is no real pleasure in saying, oh yeah, I am bad. I am, for example, I am an addict to video games, or I am an addict to watching series, or I am an addict to having social relations sometimes, or I am an addict to even the most common things, so to speak. I am an addict to coffee, to sugar, to food, to drugs, to porn, to any kind of thing. It never is really the act itself of saying it is good. It never is. But just the fact that you are accepting what you are gives you the possibility of changing. Is the person who really only read books accepting that it is or it has a problem? Because at the end of the day, when you know that you have a problem, when you really know what it means, problem, And when you have, in that sense, the definition of problem, when you think whatever it is your actual situation, you act in any kind of way you act. Why? Because he who does not understand what a real difficulty means might as well not be having one, so to speak. Why would you try to change your habits and your whole, your whole desires, your whole impulses, if you do not even think about how you are acting, how you are viewing things, how is it that you might be trying to interact with others, how is it that it is affecting you, your health, your monetary situation, so to speak, whatever it is, whatever it helps you with this example. If you do not really understand it, you might as well not even have a basic grasp of it. So yes, it is harsh. And it never will be easy to say, oh yeah, I have X problem, so to speak. But when you start working on those aspects, and when you start putting your time and your mind on it, you will end up feeling kind of liberated, so to speak. You will have to, yeah. You will also have the possibility of learning and of also facing whatever it was that made you be that way, so to speak, with a more clear mind. You might as well also be a lot more, not wise. Wise might be a more complex word, more knowledgeable about what was yourself, so to speak. And you might also have in your hands, as we tend to say, the tool in this case of solving your problems and also of solving whatever it is that you had, whatever problem obstructed your vision, whatever idea made you think that way. And when you do so, you will inevitably find, not only in yourself, but even sometimes in others, a lot of possible ways to take action, so to speak. Because at the end of the day, this idea is very related to the broad way that we tend to talk about here. When you see a certain pattern, you might as well find a way to interpret it on other things, and you might as well find how to place it on other things and how to interact with it also. In other places, how to try to help somebody who might be having a similar problem, might be finding itself in a similar, as we were saying, pattern. It really is weird in a sense, but it also is worth it. And well, now let me take some water as I try to continue. Okay, there it is. And well, only for a little bit more of context, in case somehow somebody needs, we already talked about, in this case, of the good things that it provides to you. But if you also, even after hearing what I just said before, you still decide to not act on your own life and to not find what is it that might be keeping you down, so to speak, you will only find that your end will be even more painful as what the average person will have, so to speak. At the end of the day, whoever tries to work on oneself finds in the simple act of working as we have said before, a certain kind of enjoyment. And when you instead decide to keep or never push for another enjoyment, that it isn't the simple thing that you are already not entrapped, attracted to, the simple kind of addiction that you have, you will find, I will say, the part of your unconscious mind will remind you when the end is near, so to speak, all of those things that you never try to pay attention to, all of those negative moments, all of those possible signals, advertisements, and, and all of those warnings that you received through your journey in that sense. And I, I wouldn't say it is only something that happens when you are living a leisure life. It, it, it might as well be something that happens even in the most self-dedicated, driven lives and the most in pure lives, or most the most mind focused and completely objective find their lives, so to speak. Even those people will have the realization that there might have been times where they could have tried to do things differently, and in a certain sense, you will also have it. But when you are not working on those things, you also will have a lot of no, you will have a worse realization, so to speak. He who never tries to change how he lives will face a lot of hardships, or will face more hardships than those who constantly struggle to try to attain a more desirable life, so to speak. Yeah, that is basically the idea, basically. And I don't know, I could keep going basically, but I also don't want to be so harsh in a sense, as I said before. Um, let me check the chat. I closed the chat, so let me check the chat. Oh, hello, Mr. Camon. Hello. We have been reflecting today. It was a very reflective day. Oh, but well, um, I don't know. I might as well take that silence as a continuation. So, or well, in reality, I also want to keep rambling about it a little bit more. So yeah, it is really important to identify the problems that you are having as soon as you can, because when you do so, you liberate your future self from the necessity or from the struggles that they will carry on in your life when you not do so. And it isn't that, it is an obligation. It is a simple desire to have an easier life, in a sense, basically. I wouldn't say everybody really finds the interest in doing so, because at the end of the day, mm, yeah, we haven't really talked about it. A lot of people likes to complain about the real problems that they are having, but don't really take action. So it it might not be easy. I wouldn't say it. It never is easy. That is the real way to say, to word it. It never is easy, but when you do so, and when you most importantly accept that you need to work on any kind of thing, you open yourself, and in a sense you free yourself from the weight that it represents in your unconscious mind to not know the problems that you're having and to live in a certain way in an unknown environment, so to speak. At the end of the day, as rational beings, we really like to have everything in control. So it really isn't better for you to simply say, oh yeah, I might have the possibility of changing it and not doing so, but rather it is a lot better or a lot more helpful to say, if this is my problem, I will act on it in this way and instantly do so, basically. But yeah, I will say, yeah, that was basically kind of the negative side. And let me check whatever I have. Oh, well, it is kind of obvious, but also, if you read from yourself in a sense, the desires of doing whatever it was that you were doing in the past, you will also find the, that basically you don't have them anymore. In whatever shape it is, you will find that you do not yearn whatever it was that you really find a kind of enjoyment before. But rather, nowadays, you, yeah, it also carries a lot of weight by the simple idea that you will have to find new things to desire. In a sense, it is kind of true, the idea of you cannot get rid of obsessions or addictions in the most brutal way. Not in the you cannot get rid of a drinking addiction, but rather you cannot get rid of the simple act of having an addiction or the simple fact of having an addiction. You might replace your drinking addiction with um, socializing addiction, with working out addiction, whatever it is. But when you really have gone through a lot of your life without really changing how you were driven, you won't really have the possibility, or well, it isn't that you won't really have the possibility, you won't find it so easy to change your possibilities in that sense. I would say you might have an easier time trying to simply change whatever it was you decided for. Sorry, whatever it was you decided for before, to whatever it is you will decide to desire for from now on. And that might be a lot in a fucking sentence. Yeah, oh my god, it is really a heavy sentence, that fucking one. Wow, that was surely something. Let me check the time. That fucking dried me. It might have been more mental gymnastics than what I really thought. How much? 40 minutes, 41 minutes. We are fucking fine. No more. No more for today. It was really harsh already. So go fuck myself. Well, yeah, that it is basically. Um, no, yeah, no, nothing else, nothing else. I really got kind of dried mentally. What the actual fuck that was? How the fuck did I put such a sentence together? Sometimes I really amaze myself. And what the fuck was that? Okay, we're fine. We're completely fine. Time to take a fucking break. We will see each other on at the night. Oh my god. No, yeah. Now I really need to take a nap. What the fuck? Amazing. I am amazing. Please let me. Well, no, no, no. I don't even want to read anymore. Alright. Stop streaming.